Hey guys, it's Alex Rondego. I wanted to whip this video up really quick because I had a video that I posted called musclememory.mp4 that apparently some people thought I was hacking in that video because of the flicking really quickly. I don't know why they think I was hacking, because it was after a scrim and we were just messing around with the team. I don't know why I would be hacking. But I want to make this video because I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that I want to make a video and talk about what exactly I did and what settings I have, what kinds of things that I do that enable me to flick like that. Now, I do want to say before I actually talk about the details that this is not practical for something like a match. Like the direct hit, the flicking that I did with that, you wouldn't do that during a match. It's inconsistent. It's flashy. It's kind of like rocket jumping. So, you know, some people make the rocket jumping videos like the one that you see on Upward, where you get from spawn to the middle of the map. Not something that you would really do during a match unless you're really good at it. This falls under the same umbrella. So first of all, I want to talk about some details. First of all, I have a very high sensitivity. I've been playing that way for over a decade. I've been playing FPSs like that for a very long time. And TF2 I've been playing like that for 8 years now. Never changed my sensitivity really, so I'm very used to it. And what that enables me to do is, let me actually turn on my camera. I'm going to have a jump cut, hang on. Okay, so now you can see my hand on the mouse, which is great because you can see what I'm doing. And as you can see, it doesn't take me very much distance to move 180, much less 360, right? Some people play, I'm turning down my DPI. Some people play like this. It's a really, I can't even imagine playing like this. Look at the distance, Jesus Christ. Some people do. It's more consistent, it's more forgiving, but I've always played FPSs like this, really, really fast, which allows me to use my wrist and just move around like that, right? The other thing that goes hand in hand with that is I turned off a mouse acceleration. Any competitive player will tell you to turn off mouse acceleration because, how do I explain this? So mouse acceleration, you guys know this, but the distance that you turn, the distance that you look around in game, when you have mouse acceleration on, it makes that dependent on the speed at which you move the mouse. So if I were to flick, so I'm talking about the distance here on my mouse pad. If I were to flick a certain distance, say 3 inches, if I move that 3 inches on my mouse pad really quickly, it would maybe put me around here when I'm done. But if I move that 3 inches really slowly, it might put me around here. But if you turn off mouse acceleration, the distance on your mousepad and the distance that you see in game are 1-to-1, regardless of how fast you move the mouse. So I can move this 180 as fast or as slow as I want, and it's going to stay the same distance. So between those two things, I can say, okay, there's a target 180 degrees behind me. I can work out, and muscle memory, that's where that video came from. I can work out the distance that I'm moving my hand, and remember that how much I'm moving my mouse, and I can just remember that and do that really quickly. And there you go, right? Face here. Yeah. There we go. So it's close enough. It's definitely close enough to hit the scouts in my muscle memory video, but like I said, this is not practical in a game. It's good for heavy because you might be shooting like this as a heavy and then, oh, there's a spy behind us, and then you flick and there, you know, he's in this general area, so you could just flick and be there and shoot the spy, or tracking scouts who are around you. It's a really good thing, the high sensitivity. Practice, of course, you have to practice. You can't just, it's muscle memory. You have to practice it to get it really solid in your muscles. It's not 100% for me. I'm sure some people, because again, it's consistent, I'm sure some people can do this really, really easily. I'm not as consistent with it. But the last thing I want to talk about is I play on a 144 Hz monitor. Most people play on a 60 Hz monitor. If you don't know which one yours is, it's probably 60 Hz. Hertz and FPS are the same thing. It's the rate at which the image refreshes. FPS, the difference is that FPS is in-game. So you can see on the bottom right, my FPS right now is around 400. But I'm not seeing 400 FPS. I'm seeing 144 because that's the physical limitation that my monitor that it has. It can't refresh the image any faster than 144. And for a 60 Hz monitor, same thing. It can't refresh any faster than 60. So that's why twitching like this might look a lot more suspicious on YouTube or on a demo. If you're on a 60 Hz monitor, or you're watching at 60 FPS on YouTube, or even 30 FPS, I have a lot more frames that I can see when I flick like that, because I'm getting a lot more frames a second, and it's a lot smoother. But if you're watching this at 60 hertz or 60 FPS, it's like, how is he doing that? What is that? Alright, we got less than 60 seconds, so I'm going to wrap it up. That's really it. That's how, like I said, I was able to pull off the muscle memory video. Keep in mind, that video was edited. That was after a scrim. We were just having fun. I cut out all the shots that I missed. That one, the air shot at the end, I tried like 20 times and I missed all of them. And I'm like, finally I got one! So I cut it out and I put it at the end because I thought it'd be funny. But no, this is not hacks, it's just something that a lot of you are probably not used to. But if you found this informative, like I said, I think this enables me to really do some cool stuff when it comes to heavy tracking. So if you're watching this because you're a heavy and you like my my videos and you're that kind of guy, that kind of subscriber, I guess, I hope this was informative. I hope it was informative to anybody, really, who's watching it. But that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it was insightful, and I will see you guys in the next one.